It's that equalizer left hook, son, and that's what he brings to the table. He's like, I can't sell fights. Everyone tells me I can't sell fights.
He fought Linares, Kambosos twice.
He got rocked by Linares.
Lomachenko.
He should have lost to Lomachenko. Devin Haney knows it. Everyone knows it. He's not renowned for his power.
You had Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor, and it's almost a little bit like one of those sliding door situations. I think Devin Haney is going to stop Prograis.
Small as fuck. I'm gonna kill you. Small as fuck. I'm gonna hurt you. Small as fuck. Okay, I'll small out. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. You really a bum. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. This bum gonna fuck you up. This bum gonna hurt you. That's what you hurt you. This bum gonna hurt you. This bum gonna hurt you. This bum gonna hurt you, nigga. Y'all right. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. I can't. That's cool. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck over you. I'm gonna beat the fuck out you, boy. I'm gonna beat the fuck out you. You can't beat up nobody. You ain't got no power. You have no power.
Welcome to another episode of Bloodlust Boxing. I'm Sav.
I'm Baz.
And today's episode, Devin the Dream Haney versus Regis Prograis in San Francisco. But will the dream become a nightmare for Prograis? We chop it up. I'm throwing it over to Baz. Let's go.
Well, Sav, get strapped in because we're going to have some knockout content, some explosive highlights, and an expert analysis that always packs a punch. That's what we do here at Bloodlust Boxing.
It was like you rehearsed that, Baz. Well done. We've taken a little break, but we're back. We had to come back for this fight.
I feel refreshed.
The build-up has been epic, and yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. But before we get into that stuff, how are you doing, man? You good?
Good, Baz. You know, it's that time of year, isn't it? It's that time of year where, you know, people start getting ill and then they give it to you and then you're like, who gave it?
The super spreaders.
And then, yeah, it's just everything. It's everything. But it's all right. We power through. We lose a little bit of weight in the process. You know,
as long as you keep jabbing stuff, you'll get through it, man.
No, we don't talk about a jab, mate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no jab.
Stay away.
Anyway, getting back to it, we got an exciting night of boxing.
Well, it's a DAZN card with Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. I'm liking it.
What more can you want, sir? What more can you want?
One of those ones where it kind of initially it didn't seem like it was going to be a massive fight, even though they're both big fighters in their own right. And it's kind of, the numbers have been good there. And I'm glad both fighters and camps, they've helped build the fight, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. But, you know, as Devin Haney was saying in the build-up, he's like, I can't sell fights. Everyone tells me I can't sell fights. But obviously, I'm getting the numbers. The tickets are selling out. They need more seats. So
they had to put more seats in, didn't they?
They put more seats in, but no one said anything about it.
In the Chase Center, yeah. Let's get to it. I mean, looking at both fighters' records, who do you think has a better chance of winning this, Baz?
You know what, Sav? You got to come at it from different angles because both fighters bring different things to the table. Yeah, you got Regis on one hand. He's maybe not the most technical fighter in the world. Like he's quite technical, but it's more about that knockout power. It's that equalizer left hook, Sav, and that's what he brings to the table.
Well, it's true. He's a southpaw, isn't he? So you've got southpaw and Regis Prograis fighting Devin Haney, an orthodox fighter. Devin Haney jumping up in weight from 135 to 140. Prograis has been fighting at 140 a while, and he even looks like he's struggling to make the weight. But
they're quite similar in stature as well, really, aren't they?
Let's look at the stats for both fighters. You got Regis Prograis, who's 5'8", and Devin Haney, who is also 5'8". So,
but there is a difference in reach advantage, though.
There is quite a big difference. So Regis Prograis is 67 in his reach, and you got Devin Haney is 71. So it's quite a long reach there, and that might help tell the tale of how the fight will go. Do you think Devin Haney is going to get behind that jab and just keep moving?
Devin Haney knows it. Everyone knows it. He's not renowned for his power. His knockout percentage shows that. Yeah, it's more about his hit and move, that Mayweather-esque defense.
Well, he was trained out the Mayweather gym, wasn't he?
That's it, exactly. So it's more about that hit and move, that sweet boxing science,
that peekaboo boxing.
That's it, really. Whereas Regis is going to be looking for that great equalizer.
I mean, you got Devin Haney. He's got 30 fights under his belt, 15 KOs. You got Regis Prograis on the flip side, who's got 29 wins, 1 loss, and 24 KOs. Wow, that's a big KO ratio there.
I'm telling you,
that's like 82%, Baz.
That's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy.
There is the thing that Prograis in his last fight against Zorilla, he didn't really live up to expectations in that.
He didn't,
I mean,
Sav. He
do you
didn't,
think
Sav.
there is almost a 10-year age gap? Prograis he's 34, whereas Devin Haney is 25. Do you think Prograis is dropping off now?
You know what? When you start getting to that sort of age, I can tell you at 33 now, I'm noticing a difference.
33?
Yeah,
At least 50. Yeah.
Hercules.
Hercules.
I'm telling you, bruv, you notice the difference. Like you start getting older, things start to like
Shut down.
shut down. You can't
Seize
move
up.
as fast. The shoulder starts twinging a little bit.
Those things which never used to hurt a little bit more.
That's it. So I mean,
It's harder to get
of...
up in the morning. Oh, actually, that's always been tough for you, to be fair.
What? That's you, bro. But listen, they're professional fighters. They do this for a living. They're prize fighters.
I've been a massive fan of Regis Prograis since that Josh Taylor fight, actually. And it's almost a little bit like one of those sliding door situations because you had Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor in an epic battle, great fight, end to end, both on the attack. No one wanted to back down. And it was almost like a piece of paper, just like cutting it through the middle. The decision, it was hard to pick a winner that night. I probably just edged it to Josh Taylor, but there was virtually nothing in it. And then Josh Taylor went on to become undisputed and get all the accolades, and Regis Prograis had to rebuild the hard way. And he's had to go off into the wilderness, work hard. It's almost like that, a Rocky film when he's just like chopping the logs. And
when he goes back to the old training camp.
Yeah, and he's come
in
back.
The desert.
And now on the flip side, Josh Taylor's taken a bit of a dive, or his stock's fallen a bit, and Regis Prograis is back up there again. So yeah, it's like anything could have happened that night. It could have gone either way. But I think looking at the tapes, Prograis appreciates it more that he's had to work hard to get to this point, to get the accolades again. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Do you think this fight goes to the end, Sav? Do you think this lasts the rounds?
So I'm going to make a bold prediction. So again, I say it again, I'm a massive Regis Prograis fan. I like what he does. I like the talk as well. He's got a great story. Like if you don't know it, go back and look at it. Like he was there when Hurricane Katrina, his whole family got displaced. I believe he was like 11, 12 years old, and he couldn't even find his family for weeks and weeks and weeks. And they were all in different areas. And then since then, he's had to, after that, he got in a little bit of trouble, but then he found boxing, and yeah, he is where he is. But he's someone who likes to keep people around him. He's almost like the people's champ, whereas Devin, the people's champ. But I feel like he's got to that point now where he's going to get exploited by Devin.
Make or break.
Yeah.
Ooh,
like
exploited.
Haney has gone away, learned his trade. He's took those fights to sharpen his skills.
What old pillow fist Haney? He's going to do that, is he?
He fought Linares, Kambosos twice.
He got rocked by Linares.
Lomachenko.
He should have lost to Lomachenko, supposedly.
I still thought he won that fight. I still thought he won it. It was
I did
as well. It's tight. But he went into Australia, into George Kambosos' backyard, not once, but twice. And he got the wins.
You've got to respect him for that.
With virtually no support. So a lot doesn't faze him. So
throw some respect on that name.
But yeah, there is a little bit of a likability factor there, and there's much been made about that homeschooling. That maybe he, because he's been isolated in that sense, and he's been brought up in, I don't know. He doesn't cross over to everyone. But if he wins, that could be a totally different story.
Well, Sav, at the end of the day, it's all about the relentless pursuit of greatness, and that's all we can ever, look to achieve. So let's see what happens. Should be a great night of boxing.
So I'm going to say it. I mean, I've said it before. I think if Devin Haney steps up in weight, maybe he'll start getting a bit more power. And although Prograis got great chin, got great strength, I think Devin Haney is going to stop Prograis.
Oh,
I think it's
Devin Haney. It's gonna stop Prograis.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Prograis will want to go out on his shield. If he's losing the fight, he will leave it all out there, and it's going to leave him open for more exploitation by Devin Haney. And he's just too slick. He's just too slick.
I like it. I respect that your opinion.
Yeah.
Usually you're quite cagey about your decisions. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a win-win for me because if I'm wrong and Prograis wins, then I'm happy Prograis. But I just think Devin.
But you're not unhappy if Devin Haney wins either way.
I mean, yeah, I respect Devin Haney. I respect him. So yeah.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna shoot the other way, and this is no devil's advocate stuff. This is like, I reckon Prograis is gonna get it done.
Ooh.
I reckon, yeah. I reckon it's gonna be late. It's gonna be late because I think he's gonna have to change his game plan up a little bit. He's gonna have to work the body.
And that is one thing he's good at doing. He's good at reassessing himself and changing game plan. But although he is a front foot fighter, so
I think he's just gonna have to work the body because
he's one of those who
that Philly style is hard to break.
He has to take 2 shots to throw one, but
he's got
that
the chin
one
for it, Sav. He's got the chin for it.
Will be powerful, yeah. And he likes to grind down his opponents.
That's it.
So you're saying Prograis.
I reckon Prograis, and it's gonna be sort of latter rounds, maybe sort of round 9, 10-ish. Yeah. So you heard it here first.
Yeah. Something I'll point out: the fighting styles of both men. So you got Prograis, who I said southpaw. He likes to leave that lead hand. He leaves it quite low. He likes to tuck up behind the shoulder. He keeps the left hand high for a counter, but that lead hand
leaves it
low, and I think that's just going to leave it open for the counter over the top from Devin Haney. That's just
we'll see.
That's just my assessment there.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been great talking about it.
But before we go, you got to give big respect to Jordan Gill the other night.
Yeah, Jordan Gill is one of the gentlemen of boxing, one of the nice guys.
We had the pleasure of meeting him, didn't we, sir?
We met him for one of the fights. Before we even started doing this, he gave us plenty of time. He didn't know who we were, and at the time he was buzzing because he was looking forward to the Kiko Martinez fight. Yeah. It was close to being announced, I believe. But he said he gave us a lot of time. He's had to battle his demons, which no one knew about, and he all due respect to him for going out there, putting on a performance and grinding it out, and staying strong. Really, I mean, sometimes you don't always know what's going on in people's lives, and
exactly.
All you have to say is keep battling, and eventually things will get better.
That's it, so I like it.
We haven't touched on it yet, but the undercard is not too bad. We've got Liam Parra versus Montana Love coming back after that defeat. He's been out a little while, and Andy Cruz, Baz. He did like that little documentary video. It's actually really good. So if you haven't, it's actually really good. It is good, you know.
Yeah, it's right.
Go check it out. We'll post a link in the video below. It's just looking about his life, how he got into boxing, and how he got to this point, really. So this actually tees it up quite nicely. It's good to get him out again. They've taken a little while. Ebony Bridges, one of the fan favorites. She's fighting on there. But first is Mayo Yoshida. I think that she's had a couple of dropouts against her.
Against Ebony Bridges, yeah.
Yeah, a few people dropped out, and it's she's looking very frustrated at the moment. Like she's not happy. She's not happy. She wants those big fights, and she's not quite getting it at the moment. We've got Beatrice Ferreira versus Destiny Jones, Amara Jones versus Kiolisto Madeira. But yeah, I mean, it's a good undercard. I think there'll be some good fights on there. Andy Cruz is being fast tracked there, so they're talking about putting him in the world title fight in the next 2 or 3 fights, maybe even earlier. So
stay tuned.
Yeah. All right. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe.
Peace.